Welcome to your cranial nerve exam. I am Dr. Relaxa, and I'll be taking you through the exam today. Have you ever had a cranial nerve exam before? Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, I will go over with you the many different tests and that we'll be performing today, as well as the testing instruments that we will use before, so that you're very aware of what we're going into with each of these exams. Okay? To start, can we just confirm that you are the right person? Absolutely. Your name? Perfect. And your date of birth? Excellent. And your reason for the cranial nerve exam today? Okay. Perfect. All right, well, that's pretty much all the information I need from you. So let's get this exam started. First, we're going to start with some light tests, kind of sensitivity to the eyes to see if they are responding in the way that they should be, specifically the pupils, the retinas, as well as the outer as well. And we will also be testing peripheral visions too, for each eye, as well as a couple different tests, so bear with me for these here. So here's the light here. Hoping it's not too bright for you. So it'll just be this simple light here. And to start, we are going to do out of frame for our light fixture here. So what I'm going to do is start up at one side, and then when you see the light come into your peripheral or into your field of vision, then definitely let me know, and then we will move on to another one, like so. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Perfect. Perfect. Fantastic. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. In here. Excellent. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So next we're going to use the same light, but I'm going to have you close just one eye here, and we're going to put it in the opposite eye that you're doing. So we'll start with your right eye. Yep, so cover that up there. Perfect. And then I'm just going to come in with the light here. Tell me when you see it, just like we were, okay? And we'll start up in the corner here. And, okay. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to go a little bit on this side, the eye that's blocked. So let me know with the opposite eye there. Perfect. That's normal. Excellent. Perfect. Fantastic. Yep. Excellent. Okay, and then I'm just going to have you switch now. We're going to go to the other eye. Perfect. 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 And now I'm going to do some on the other side here as well. Perfect. 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 What's that? Yeah, it is a little bit hesitant. So when you'll have it blocked from the one eye, you're not going to be able to see so much of field of vision there. So that's totally normal. So all that checks out there. Next one. Next, I'm going to have you cover each eye. So we'll start again with your right eye. And then you will let me know when you see the light turning on and off, okay? So I'm going to have you focus on a point just behind the wall here with your one eye, anywhere on the back wall here, on this side here. and you will see the light, and just like so, just let me know when you see it turn on, okay? Perfect. Excellent. Perfect. 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 And we'll have you switch and just cover the other eye there. That eye looked perfect. Excellent. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so for those, now what we're going to use the light for is we're going to do tell me when you can see it peeking through my fingers, okay? Just to see how quickly you reflex, your eyes have are able to adjust to that. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just going to use my one hand here. And just let me know when you see the light. Perfect. Perfect. Very quick. I like that. Excellent. That's good. Fantastic. Perfect. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. And now we have that down there. We are going to move away from the light now. And we are going to move on to some fingers. Okay, so we are going to start with how many fingers am I holding up? So I will hold up a set of numbers and you just let me know. We're going to do on each side the same number, and then we will switch it up after to make it a little bit more challenging to see if it is your cranial nerves up to that. Okay? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. 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 Perfect. Okay. Perfect. 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 I tried to trick you there. Okay. So I think you're good enough. So let's move on to the extra fingers there, okay? So we're gonna start. And now just any number. So this can add up to 10 between the two hands, okay? So we're gonna start. Perfect. 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 Okay. Now we're going to try some different angles just to make sure. Yeah. Go a little faster now. Tried to trick you there. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that. So now we're going to do some depth perception just to make sure that the range of depth for you is in focus, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with I'm going to hold my hands at different depths, and you're going to tell me, you're going to answer the question that I ask you, which will be, which hand is closer to you, okay? And then here's my right. Remember, it's opposite of yours, so right and left, okay? Which one is closer to you? Perfect. Closer? Perfect. Which one's further away? Excellent. Which one's closer? Perfect. 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 Closer. Further away. Further away. Further away. Closer. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to have you close one eye and we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay. So close up that right eye first. Okay. All right. Which hand is further away? Okay. Which hand is closer? Okay. Which hand is closer? Okay. Which hand is closer? Perfect. Which hand is closer? Which hand is further away? Further away? Which one's further away? What about now? And which one's closer to me? Perfect. Which one's closer? And which one's closer? Yes, very close. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to do wiggly fingers test. It's basically going to be a lot like the light one. It's coming into your field of perception, but you just have to let me know when they wiggle this time, not when they come into your full view, okay? Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Perfect. 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 Good job. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, you were pretty quick with that. So I think we can move on from those. And now we are going to go into the color sampling. So now this one's more of a visual, and we will also use these later for scent as well because they are scented. These ones right here. So first to start, I'm going to hold up a color and you just immediately tell me which color that is, okay? Perfect. Perfect. Ah, I got your 3 there. Okay. Perfect. 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 Excellent. Perfect. 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 2 colors. Perfect. Can you do 3? Go 4. 5. Excellent. Now we're going to do the colors. They're going to come into your peripheral, and you're going to tell me which color is coming in. But first, we're going to do it with a twist. Close up your right eye, and we'll start off with that, and then we'll go in from there. Okay. Okay, you got that right eye closed. Perfect. And just call out the color as you see them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good, very good. Fantastic. Excellent. Which color's next? 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 And the next one? And the next one? We're going to go a little bit faster, and sometimes there'll be multiple colors, okay? What colors are these? What colors are these? What colors are these? And these? Perfect. And these? And these? These colors? These colors? These colors? These? These? What about these? All 5 colors, perfect. Yeah, they really do smell. They do have scents of each, as you'll find out later. They smell good. We will find that out later when it comes down to the smell, which is in two sessions away here, okay? Okay, first we're just gonna take a little bit of a cleanse, a little bit of break here. If you wanna take a bit of water, stretch, close your eyes even, take a little rest. Perfect, okay. Just take a little break, take a little rest, take a little break from the test. Okay. And also, just to those watching, I have a new role play coming out in 2 days on the 23rd, and it will be my first one back that I have had in a while. So I am excited to do so, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. It is a healing session video that kind of couples relaxation, kind of meditation, kind of a Reiki style as well. So it was really fun to do. I've been watching a lot of videos lately that have to do with that, so I thought that would be a fun one to start with. Okay. Now, let's do this, okay. Now that we've gotten through the colors, we are going to, we'll bring those back once we go to the smell portion there, but now we are going to be doing the taste test portion. Which will be in these droppers here. And we will definitely be able to try those different scents, those scents. And funnily enough, we have 5 of those ones as well. I didn't mention that. Okay, so first we're gonna start. Let's start with which one? Which one? Yeah, let's start with this one. Okay. None of them are unpleasant or anything like that, so you don't have to worry. I can understand that. None of them, most of the, all 5 of them actually are kind of like the sense of the tongue. So we've got sweet, savory, salty, sweet, and umami, I think is the last one. But yes, we will try the first one. None of them are unpleasant in that way though. All right, so you're ready? Ready to try? Okay. All right, and just stick out your tongue there. What does that taste like? Bacon, yes, you got it. That's the first one. Pleasant though for being bacon, right? Okay, put that one up. And then we will try this one next. just stick out your tongue there. What does that taste like? Root beer, yes, you got it. Wow, you're really good at that. All right, and we're gonna grab the next one. Make sure no excess falls off here. Okay. And just stick out your tongue. And what did that taste like? Banana, yes, you got that. Such a lovely flavor. It reminds me of the banana penicillin from back in the 90s, I believe they had it. It was the big then. I don't know if it actually helped you, but it definitely tasted good. Okay, we'll try this next one here. Okay, the next one here. Get you to try. Stick out your tongue there. What does that taste like? Pretzels. Yes, you got it. Okay. And the last one here. Okay, just stick out your tongue. Okay, perfect. And what did that taste like? Gummy bears. Yes, that's the last one there. Perfect. You got them all right. That's fantastic. You must have an amazing sense of taste. You've been blowing all these tests away. And now we are on to the smelling portion here, which will involve the lovely, lovely colors here again. Okay, so each one has a different scent, and you're gonna let me know exactly what scent you smell, okay? So we're gonna start with one at random here. And give it a sniff. What does that smell like? Not coconut, pineapple. This one stumped you. Okay, so we're gonna try this next one here. And give that a sniff. What does that smell? Orange, yes, perfect. Okay, and we're gonna go for the next one here. Give her a sniff. What does that smell like to you? It's very subtle, yes. Melon, yes, you got that right. It's very, very hint of sweetness, but it's there. All right, and we'll try the next one. What does that smell like? Oh, you gotta pick one. No, it's blueberry, not blackberry. So close though. And for this last one, drum roll. Give that one a sniff. And what does that smell like to you? Okay, okay. No, not watermelon. Cherries. It was cherries. So close though. You did amazing on the tasting test. You still did pretty well on these. You got 3 out of 5, so that is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. So now that we're through the smell, I think we're going to move on to the hearing portion here of the cranial nerve exam, okay? So for this, we're going to start with guess the sound, okay? I've got 5 different sounds, or 4, sorry, different sounds here. And we will, one of them you have heard before. I'll give you a little hint, okay? All right. So we're gonna start with, I think we'll start with this here. All right, so listen for the sound and tell me if you think you know it. Can you guess? Yes, a plastic bag. Just a general plastic garbage bag. Okay. All right, next up, guess this sound, okay? Close your eyes. Oh, that on both sides of your ears here. Can you guess that sound? Yes. Snapping. You got that right. That's 2 in a row. Very good, very good, very good. Okay. Next, we've got, oh, excuse me 1 second here. Item is just right off to the side here. This will be the 3rd item here. Okay, so listen carefully, close your eyes. Can you guess that sound? A clock ticking? It did kind of sound like it, didn't it? It is these two buttons being pushed on an Xbox controller. Good try, though. All right, so we are on the fourth and final of the hearing tests. So if you will, just close your eyes for the last one here. Now for this one, you don't have to know the actual object, just know the material that it is. Can you get any guesses what this sounds like? I'll give you a hint, it involves me tapping on a certain material. Any guesses? Yes, a piece of wood, and not only wood, a piece of hardwood, which gives a very pleasant sound, I must say. And bonus sound, actually. This is the one that we've heard in the video. So tell me if you can know this sound. A little bit of a hymn. Yes, the flashlight. Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to continue with the sound portion of the cranial nerve exam here. We are going to do how many times did you hear that? So I'm going to have you can either close your eyes or leave them open, whatever is more comfortable for you. And we are going to, just give me 1 second, I'm just going to have a little quick drink of water here. Okay, so it's going to be those same noises you heard. So just let me know which ones they are, or not which ones they are, sorry, how many times you hear it. Okay, so there'll be distinct numbers of how many times you hear the specific sound, okay? Are you ready? Tell me how many times you hear this sound. Excellent. And again. Perfect. Excellent. Yes, and that was the board here, the colorful smell boards here. Okay, we're going to do the next sound here. So again, if you want to close your eyes or fixate on a point in the back, just focus and listen. Tell me how many times you hear this sound, okay? Perfect, okay. Here's another one. Perfect, good count. Yeah, that one was tricky, okay? Listen carefully. $20, yes, yes, that was it. Good call. And just one last time. There we go. Good one there, good one there. We'll move on to our next sound now. And remember, how many times do you hear this specific sound? Okay. Oh, sorry, that was a little too fast. Here, let me try again. Perfect. 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 That's a good indicator. I'll look at you when I want you to answer, okay? Perfect. Perfect. Hello. Oh, that was too many times there. Here, let me try again. Perfect, okay. Perfect, and one last time. Excellent, perfect. You did well there. Hello there. Witcher boy. Thanks for being here. And the other guests as well. And we're on to our last sound, okay? Perfect. 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 Excellent. That was too many clicks, I know. You ready to listen? Perfect. 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 Okay. We are going to move on from the hearing section now, and we are going to go on to one of my favorites, softer doll. So we're going to use this here. It is a little fake flower that has a very felt soft top here and has a bit of a pointy end at the bottom here, okay? So you just tell me, close your eyes, and you just tell me if it's soft or dull, okay? Yep. Perfect. Correct. Yep. 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 Perfect. 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 Soft or dull? Soft or dull? Perfect. Looks like you have a pretty good handle on that. Let me just... There we go. All right. So you did well on those. And we're also going to do a bit of the sight test, reevaluate on the sight test too. You did well on them, but there's just one more thing I want to look for. And we are going to use this instrument to do it, okay? So I'm going to bring it into your perspective here, but I'm going to have you close just one eye, okay? So if you want to start with your right eye, we'll bring one into the corner here. And as soon as you see it come into your peripheral vision, just let me know, okay? Perfect. 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 Excellent. Perfect. 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 Excellent. Perfect. 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 Excellent. 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 Perfect. 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 Excellent, you did really well. So I think that cleared up that visual, so you've done really well on the visual part of everything too. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do some arm tapping on you just to make sure everything is okay. I'm just gonna come up the arm, just do pats to make sure everything is in the right place and everything's good there, okay? And to make sure that you feel it as well, just kind of like with the touch one too, okay? Perfect. That all feels normal there, okay? That all feels normal on that side. I'm just gonna go to the other side now. Yeah, that feels all normal too. That's good. And you can feel each of the taps on all parts of your arm there, all the way up. Perfect. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, it'll be right up to this part here. You feel that up there too? Okay, perfect. Okay, excellent. And now the next thing is I'm just gonna test out your resistance in your neck pull. So I'm just gonna gently hold on to your head. I'm gonna try and push it one way. I just want you to force it straight so that your head doesn't move when I push it, okay? Okay, ready? Perfect, and then we're gonna do the other side here. Perfect, that's good there. I'm gonna do the same with your body. I'm gonna grab your shoulders just like that. I'm just gonna try and twist. Just try and prevent me from twisting, okay? Okay. Perfect. Try one more time. Perfect. That looks good. That's perfect for that too. So I think that's all of everything for the cranial nerve exam part. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know and we can field anything that you have to ask. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate that. Take care. Yes, your results will be back probably in about a week or so. We'll put through everything and then we'll have a sit-down meeting as well, okay? Perfect. Have a great day. Take care. All right, the portion for the cranial nerve exam is over now. I'm gonna stick around probably for another 10 minutes or so for the live, and yeah, check out some of the chats here. Could have saw some of them earlier. Rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow. A tree grow. Definitely I'd rather watch a tree grow. Yeah. Witcher boy, hello. I said hi to you during the... Okay. That's cool. A lot older than 11. No, I don't have a girlfriend. Does anyone have any requests for ASMR videos down the line? Because I definitely would. Actually, I think I'm gonna head out now, okay? Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate this. and everyone coming out. I hope everyone has an awesome, relaxing night. And I thank you for all the views, and thank you for the thumbs up as well. And I appreciate all of you. And I'm here to help relax and just make sense of this big world. Anyways, I will talk to you all later. If you guys have any suggestions for videos coming up at all, let me know. I have just finished a healing session. I said it earlier in the video as well, but I did a healing session, a 40-minute healing session video, because I've been watching a lot of Reiki and a lot of other stuff too. So I've really incorporated that stuff. By no means am I a healer in any way, shape, or form, mind you, but I had a lot of fun with that, and it was really great to be able to express that in a different way, especially for my back to ASMR, my role plays. Technically this one is, but that one was very planned, very thought out, and very edited to be as relaxing and as great as possible. But if anyone has any questions, I'm going to stick around for another minute. I'm going to head out. I appreciate everyone watching. I hope this helped some people relax, and I have lots of good ideas coming up in the future for ASMR related and just everything in general. So if you have any suggestions at all, please sure to subscribe, like, comment on everything, share would be fantastic. I really want to get out there and help everyone I can with relaxation, because I have spent a huge majority of my life anxious and worried, and it was just no way to live life. So I want to help others do that for them. So if anyone else has any other questions. Anyways, I am going to head out, everyone. Take care, and I will see you all later. And yeah, have a great night, everyone. Take care.